Let's bring out our first guest.
My dear friend, Ken Jarett, independent energy trader, knows all things oil.
Ken, how you doing? Cody Willard, nice to meet you, man.
Hi, Ken.
Nice. Good looking outfit, man.
Thank you very much.
He's as dapper as they come.
I tell you what, so Ken...
Smart and dapper.
Smart and dapper.
A lethal combination.
And confident. So what do you do for a living right now, man?
Nothing. Hang out with my kids. I've spent too many years away from them, so I'm watching them grow up. Hang out with my lovely wife, Denise, just waiting for
So in all seriousness, you didn't work today. You didn't work today.
I did not
You're working
work
tomorrow?
He's living the good life because...
No, I'm not working tomorrow.
Tell them what you've done for a billion years.
I used to trade oil for JP Morgan up until mid-July, and I decided to take a break.
He's being modest.
Yes, he is.
So, yeah.
Ran the desk. Basically was the end-all be-all guy. And through the years, what have you learned with oil?
Tends to go up.
A lot?
A lot.
Although it also tends, I mean, there's 80% drops in the past too, man. It's sustainable over a decade.
There have been, but it tends to run in cycles, and I think we're well into a bullish cycle now. I really don't see what fundamentally is going to cause us to come off, say, $30, $40.
What about the $1 trillion that have been spent on capacity, of building new generation for your energy, new types of energy? That stuff all comes online 2008, 2009. We have the same cycle we've had for the last 150 years. It booms and then it busts.
Now, do you really think it'll come online, though?
I do. Yeah, I absolutely do. I do think in 2008,
You
2009, by 2010, I think
Why?
oil will be back at 25 bucks.
Well, I think you've seen significant investment in infrastructure, but I also think you've seen a technology gap, if you like. The skill sets and the people who have for years been out there investing in infrastructure and improving it, to me, are in very short supply. I guarantee you the projects you're looking at will be delayed, will not come online when you think they will. I read the other day the big project in Japan coming on in 08.
That's a great point, though. So whether or not it's 2008, 2009, we are in year 5 of a major boom. Oil's gone from 20 to 100,
Right.
what, 500% in the last 5 years.
Right.
What point is the risk-reward not very attractive? Or are you saying, like Jim Rogers says, it's a new secular bull market in the commodities?
It's just going to keep going.
I think it's going to keep going. I mean, I'm not a big believer in alternative yet. I think it will happen, but it takes time. And I think oil is well set.
So what about 2015? I'm sorry, but 2015, like what do you expect? Will oil be higher than $100 a barrel in 2015, or will that cycle have finally played out by then?
It's going to be higher in 6 months.
I think it'll be higher in 6 months. 2015, you got me there. I would say yes. I would say yes.
It'll still be going higher?
I think so, yeah.
So in 6 months, you see oil well above 100.
I do.
Even within the 6 months of trading call, then?
Yes, I do.
Where is it going to be in 6 months?
125, 130.
And why? Because of just basic supply and demand?
Well, I think supply and demand. I think you've got money now piling out of other assets, out of equities, into commodities. I think part of the reason you saw the market run up in January, the 1st of January, was money simply being reallocated. I think you can talk about Nigeria and unrest, but I don't think that was really the story. And I think you're going to continue to see that. I think people are looking for other areas to put their money to work in. And I think oil is as good a place as any right now.
Are you long oil right now?
Yes, I am.
So even though we're not working, we're still got money working for you.
Of course we are. Now, where are we going to be getting our oil from in the future?
Where are you going to get it from?
Yeah.
Well, at these prices, I think you've got to look at Canada as probably your main source, but clearly OPEC and everywhere else.
They're drilling. That whole process up there is so expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, but at 120 bucks, makes sense.
A lot of profits out there at 120 bucks. What if, even in the short term, there's to be, is it even possible, conceivable, that there's enough volatility coming on down the line that oil drops to $70 a barrel before it runs to $125
I think that's possible.
Right.
I think you might see a short-term pullback. I think it could get pretty.
Would that be a screaming buy then? You're going to load up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And even at 90s, would you start scaling in?
I would say mid-80s, start scaling in. If it gets down to 80,
but otherwise, we are on a long-term...
I think so. Just one man's opinion.
Just one man's opinion.
Yeah, but a good
Tracy,
man's opinion. And
a man with a lot of experience and made a lot of money doing it. So
enough to stay home with his kids and play.
Gotta like it. Ken, we're going to bring you back later on the show to talk more oil.
I look forward to it.
Excellent. $100 oil. Oh, my God. Run for the hills. It was yesterday.
Hey. All right, well, on tap, we've got Donald Trump Jr. You know, Ivanka's brother. He's joining us here at the Bull and Bear next.